When I was a kid, my mom used to work at a biotech company that made flu vaccines. And so she would take me there, talk to me about her different experiments, show me around her lab. And I think that's where my scientific curiosity and my interest in ID and immunology first began. I think my poster number is 2315, but I'll have to double check on that. I worked with Dr. Joanna Shaman, who's in transplant ID at UCLA, as well as the UCLA Immunogenetics Center. And we looked at T-cell immune phenotype and function in elderly kidney transplant patients.
Emily Liang got in touch with me almost a year ago. I believe that she probably looked at the UCLA faculty website where we describe our research interests. And because she had done work in an immunology lab that was focused on infectious diseases during and after undergrad, she knew that she wanted to do something involved in immunology and infectious diseases, and so she actually sought me out.
And this issue was really important to look at because elderly patients tend to have higher rates of infection after transplant, but lower rates of rejection. And we wanted to see if there's some sort of immunologic mechanism or explanation for these clinical outcomes that we saw.
When I looked in the literature, I saw that very little data had been gathered to answer this topic. And in addition, although this hypothesis that they're more immunosuppressed had also been suggested, nobody had looked into the actual mechanism of in what way are their T cells dysfunctional. They're immunosuppressed, but how? It's not very easy for students to devote an entire summer to research. Often they need to be earning money or doing something of that nature. So having access to the funding really allowed Emily to devote her entire summer, which sadly is actually only 8 weeks in medical school, to working on this project.
Because of the Medical Scholars Programs grant, I was able to pursue my research in the summer and also have my living expenses funded. The grant has also helped me travel to the ID Week conference in New Orleans, and I've gotten to really immerse myself in ID, meet other medical students, physicians, researchers, and learn more about the current issues and future directions of the field of ID. Right now I envision myself pursuing an ID fellowship. I understand that may change, but based on my past experiences, my coursework in medical school, and this research project, which has been really interesting, that's where I see myself in the future.
Great.